Every crime hides a story. Every story hides a truth. Welcome to The Watcher, where we uncover the mysteries others look away from. In the pre-dawn hours of March 8, 2014, a Boeing 777 carrying 239 people lifted off from Kuala Lumpur, bound for Beijing. Flight MH370 was routine, its passengers a mix of businessmen, families, students, and crew, each with ordinary plans. 90 minutes into the flight, the routine became history. The radar signal stuttered, then vanished. No distress call, no debris field, no emergency beacon. Just silence. Air traffic controllers called, their voices echoing in static. Nothing came back. Families waiting in Beijing watched the arrival board shift from on time to delayed to cancelled. The world awoke to headlines of the impossible. A modern airliner in an era of GPS and satellites had disappeared into thin air. Among the passengers were Chinese families returning from holiday, Malaysian students, an IBM executive, 2 Iranian men traveling on stolen passports, and a young couple flying to start their lives together. The crew included Captain Zahari Ahmad Shah, a seasoned pilot with decades of experience, and First Officer Farrokh Abdul Hamid, young, ambitious, and on one of his final training flights. Almost instantly, suspicion fell not just on the skies but on the humans inside the cockpit. Was this a mechanical failure? A hijacking? Pilot suicide? Or something even darker, an orchestrated act of sabotage? Theories pointed fingers at crew members, at passengers with suspicious documents, even at shadowy foreign intelligence services. 12:41 a.m. MH370 departs Kuala Lumpur. 1:19 a.m. The final words are transmitted from the cockpit. Good night, Malaysian 370. Nothing in the captain's calm tone betrayed danger. 1:21 a.m. The plane's transponder goes dark. Civilian radar loses contact. 1:37 a.m. Air traffic control attempts to reach the crew. No response. 2:15 a.m. Military radar tracks the aircraft turning sharply west, crossing back over Malaysia, then north toward the Andaman Sea. This maneuver was deliberate, not random drift. After 2:40 a.m., the jet disappears from military radar. From then on, only faint pings between the aircraft and a satellite orbiting above remain. Those pings would later reveal the plane flew for hours, possibly until fuel exhaustion. The chilling truth: while families believed their loved ones had perished quickly, the aircraft may have flown another 7 hours into the night, veering south into the emptiness of the Indian Ocean. The disappearance triggered the largest and most expensive search in aviation history. Dozens of nations joined: Australia, China, the US, France. Naval ships dragged sonar across the ocean floor. Planes scanned the waves for oil slicks. Weeks stretched into months. No wreckage was found in the designated search zone west of Australia. Critics hammered Malaysian authorities for confusion, slow communication, and contradictory statements. Families camped outside government offices demanding the truth. When debris finally appeared years later, on beaches in Madagascar, Réunion, and Tanzania, it confirmed what satellites had suggested. The aircraft had ended in the southern Indian Ocean. Yet even that didn't answer why. Investigators combed through digital forensics, crew backgrounds, and air traffic data. Satellite handshakes. Analysts pieced together the pings to map 2 possible arcs. The plane had either gone north toward Central Asia or south into the Indian Ocean. Only the southern path fit the debris finds. 2 Iranian men had boarded with stolen passports, sparking early terrorism fears. But they were later confirmed to be asylum seekers, not hijackers. Captain Zahari's home flight simulator showed data of practice runs over the Indian Ocean, eerily resembling the final suspected flight path. Was this coincidence or premeditation? His friends described him as quiet, professional, but investigators noted recent signs of personal stress. No smoking gun emerged, but suspicion lingered. Malaysia Airlines delayed informing families, miscommunicated flight paths, and even denied early military radar sightings. Critics accused them of hiding incompetence, or worse. Every clue pointed in a direction, but none locked into certainty. If sabotage occurred, who stood to gain? Some argue he staged a ghost flight, depressurizing the cabin, disabling communication, flying south in silence until fuel ran dry. His motive? Political disillusionment, depression, or personal turmoil. Others insist he was a scapegoat, a loyal pilot with no reason to murder 238 others. Could a sudden fire or system failure have knocked out communications, leaving the plane to fly on autopilot until fuel starvation? Yet the control turns suggested human hands, not chaos. Could passengers have stormed the cockpit? Evidence is thin and no group ever claimed responsibility. Conspiracies swirled, U.S. military interception, secret cargo, even alien abduction. None stood the test of evidence, yet the vacuum of answers kept them alive. No one was ever tried. Unlike most crimes, this case offered no courtroom, no defendant. The trial happened in public, in press conferences, in families' protests, and international reports. The Malaysian government's official conclusion in 2018: the disappearance was inexplicable, likely involving unlawful interference, but without enough proof to assign blame. A verdict of uncertainty. For grieving families, that was unbearable. Some relatives still believe Zahari hijacked his own plane. Others blame governments for a cover-up. A few cling to hope their loved ones are alive somewhere, hidden. Behind every theory are 239 lives cut short. A young couple never got to marry. A group of schoolchildren never made it home. Parents lost children, children lost parents. Their families are left with only photographs, unanswered calls, and fragments of debris washed up thousands of miles away. The unanswered questions burn most deeply. Why did it happen? Could it have been prevented? Could lives have been saved if authorities acted faster? In the silence of the ocean, the truth remains buried. The missing flight is not just a mystery of aviation. It is a wound for humanity, a reminder of our fragility even in an age of satellites and surveillance. And so we're left with haunting questions. Was this the perfect crime carried out by a hand we'll never identify? Was it a tragedy of technology, a failure of machines and humans together? Or was MH370 consumed by forces bigger than we dare to imagine? The mystery lives on. But what do you believe? Was this pilot sabotage, catastrophic failure, or something else entirely? Backhand index pointing right. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more deep dive investigations, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss the next story. Because in the end, the truth about Flight MH370 may still be out there, waiting to be uncovered.